What's up folks, it's Phil here, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another ultimate inventory, and this time around it's going to be for orange. This is an inventory type that I think is rather underrated, maybe because it's a little bit expensive to get the good orange skins, but either way, this orange ultimate inventory looks absolutely insane. So if you do enjoy it, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and let's go right into it. As usual for these videos, we're going to kick it off with the knife and glove combo, which in this case for me, I think the Tiger Tooth Talon knife is the best option by far. Hello, matey. I know what it is. Like, you can get a butterfly in the Tiger Tooth, but for me, I think this Karamba handle just looks so good, especially when it's paired with the specialist gloves, Tiger Strike. These look crazy nice. The orange isn't a perfect match, but it's just a vibe. You got the Tiger Strike. Like, you got the tiger stripes on the gloves, and then on the knife, the combo's just perfect. And let's look at the pistols, and then we'll have a look at the rifles. For the Glock 18, we're going to be running with the Reactor. One of the few orange Glock skins that exist, so we're kind of forced into this option, but it still looks really nice. Then for the USP, we're going to have the Orion. This is a very expensive USP. It's like very much the only orange option we have, and God, it is clean. And then we're not going anywhere near that god-awful blaze. Instead, we're going to be running with a Fennec Fox to the Deagle. Absolutely beautiful skin. Pairs wonderfully with the gloves. It's hard to argue against this. Now, something you might see a couple of times is going to be the Asimov, and this time it's going to be for the P250. This can actually look quite wear in like a well-worn or a battle scarred, but this is just the minimal wear version. And then for the 5.7, you're kind of forced towards the Angry Mob. Outside of an orange peel, there's no real orange 5.7, so I think this is the best we can do. Now, some sites don't count this as orange, and I can kind of see why it's a little bit yellow, but I think the fuel injector for me, if you get it on a higher wear, it goes less bright, becoming kind of orange. I would be going with this for it, because honestly, the other orange options are really naff. And then the last pistol is going to be the Dual Beretta's Demolition. The best they come in is field test it, and as you can see, they look very worn. Not perfect, but when it's the only real option, is what we have to go with. Now, time for the rifles with some lovely options in here. I said you're going to see an Asimov again, and you've got it here for the AK-47. For me, this still just wins out as the best orange skin. The white looks very clean, the orange accent is very bright, and then the black in certain areas just finishes off really nicely. It is a iconic skin. It is slightly overused in some cases, but it's still the best orange AK for me. For the M4A1S, it's going to be the Atomic Alloy. This one looks much better in Counter-Strike 2 compared to how it does in CSGO, but still really fitting. Better than what a Nitro would be, and that would kind of be the other option we'd be looking at. And then for the M4A4, we're having an Asimov again. This is kind of a theme. I look through the M4A4s. This is the only real option for orange. Obviously, it's a lot more white than like orange in the play skin, because you don't see that big orange bit at the back when you're playing in game, but I think with an orange sticker craft you'd be fine here. So much like the Desert Eagle, the AWP is also very expensive because it is the beautiful Desert Hydra. This is a top 5 AWP for me. I think it's unbelievably good. Even if you get it in Battle Scarred, you get a black scope. It looks so clean. This is something I would love to have long term in my inventory, so it has to be in as the best orange AWP. Then for the Scout, we have the Dragonfire. Kind of a no-brainer here. It's pretty much the best Scout in the game, and we get lots of orange, like for the Dragon's Breath. Kind of makes sense. For the FAMAS, I wasn't finding many options, so I went with the Eye of Athena. Again, obviously, this is like an orangey, browny sort of skin, and I think overall it fits well into what we're going for. Similar sort of vibes as the Fuel Injector. I think the Chatterbox is in that weird between yellow and orange, maybe a bit closer to yellow, but some people will definitely still include this in orange inventories, and outside of this, you're looking at like a DD-Pat orange as the other option, so take what you want. For the SG, it's going to be the Tiger Moth. This one's featured a few times now in budget inventories for us. Again, really the only option you could go for. And then the AUG is going to be the Bengal Tiger. You could also get this in the P250, but I think the Asimov looks better for the P250. Now, the SMGs actually have some really nice options. First up, we're going to have the Rose Iron for the MP9. I think this is a super clean skin. And then on the MP7 side of things, you get the Abyssal Apparition. Again, I like the effect on this. It's kind of that glitch effect you get on the Chromatic Aberrations. I'm a big fan. Then we have another Mirage Collection skin that is expensive. It's going to be the MP5 Oxide Oasis. Again, I've started using the MP5. I've got a Phosphor on at the minute. Long term, I think this would be a beauty to have. For the Mac 10, you want to go for a last dive, but you need to make sure you get one that's mostly orange, because this is a pattern-based skin, so some of them will have more of that tealy sort of blue color than orange. So just be aware, make sure you inspect it before you buy it. I'm afraid we are forced to showcase at least one blaze here. The UMP, only real option is blaze. I don't see why people would pay the money for this one, but when it's the only option, it's what we have to include. And then our last Asimov, I promise, is going to be the P90. There was another alternative you could have gone for this, but I still think overall the P90 looks better. Just a shame once again, that big strip of orange, much like the M4A4, it's kind of hidden when you're running around with it. Then the PP Bison is going to be the Cyrus. This is one we've shown a couple times in the orange inventories because they are super cheap. And we close with a couple more basic options here. We've got the Mag 7 Heat, which, you know, fairly cheap skin, but it is very orange with that glow. And then our very last skin is an XM worth $90. I can only imagine it's this price for trade-up reasons. It's going to be the Blaze Orange. So that rounds off the ultimate orange inventory video. I apologize if the voice has been too energetic or sounds weird. I'm coming down with a bit of a cold at the minute, but we still need to get the content out for you guys. So I think orange is definitely a bit of an underrated, very unique sort of setup for inventories. It is very expensive, but if you have the money to spend, I think you can do something very nice with it. Obviously, there are more budget-friendly options too, which if you check the channel, you will see. But you miss out on some of those big skins like the Desert Hydra, like the Fennec Fox, that kind of thing. The only other thing to check with you guys is I'm considering doing like craft inventories now going forward. We've covered a lot of we've basically covered the themed inventories from low all the way to high. We're redoing some of the more specific budget inventories because there has been price drops, so they can update it. So what do you guys think about doing sticker craft inventories? For example, I could do a $500 orange inventory including craft, or do it any colors, red, blue, green, black, whatever. And basically every single skin has to have a craft on it, and I count that into the budget, and then you guys can see some. Because sticker crafts aren't for everyone, and I appreciate that, but some people want to see crafts, and that would be a way to offer it. But I said that, guys, hit that like button if you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button from you around here. All support's greatly appreciated, and it's also worth knowing, this morning, so if you're watching this the night this has come out, this morning, we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you very much for that, guys. We will now plan a giveaway to celebrate 1K on YouTube and 10K on TikTok. You guys have been smashing it. Thank you very much. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy your evenings. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye.